Okay, so it is International Nurses Day, and our nurses have been on the front line against the fight of this pandemic since day one. Today and every day, we lift our hats off to them and we send them our love during this difficult time. We're going to find out how they'll be celebrating the day. And on the phone with us this morning, Carmen Johnson, President of the Nurses Association of Jamaica. Ms. Carmen, good morning to you.
Good morning, Simone, and how are you?
I am very well. I think the more pertinent question is, how are you?
I am doing well. I'm trying to do well.
Yes. What a time in Jamaica. What a time for our nurses. First of all, happy International Nurses Day. We're going to talk about what you have planned a little later on, but let's talk a little bit about what's been happening with you and with your nurses. Let me ask you how long you've been in nursing, Ms. Carmen?
Pardon me?
How long have you been in nursing?
Oh, that's going to tell close to my age, but 29 years and 6 months.
You know it down to the months is 29 years and 6 months. Tell me how the profession has changed from your view since you became a nurse until now. You've obviously worked your way up through the ranks. Now you're the head of the association. What changes have you seen along that journey?
The first thing that I'll say that have changed when I entered nursing, there were less of us practicing nursing in Jamaica. And so though we are still short-staffed, we have more individuals. Because as a young nurse, I had to be on a ward of 27 or 30 by myself with one assistive care person. Also, we find that nursing has evolved over the years, so now you have more evidence being produced as to why we nurse the way we nurse or why we do the things we do. And so we rely more on the researches that are done every year by nurses and others to inform our care to ensure that we are doing what we have to do. The other thing that has changed demographics is that you find that the healthcare needs of the populace has shifted. Earlier, you'd have the elderly who would come in with their illnesses, but what we are finding out now, the illnesses that were only then for the elderly, we have our very young as 2-year-olds coming up that now have those illnesses. So the illnesses now based on changes in lifestyle,
Yes.
our eating habits, our sedentary life that has changed, and some more persons now come down with more chronic non-communicable diseases.
Yeah. Those
Also,
NCDs.
persons used to be more forgiving and more caring towards our healthcare persons. And you find out that that has changed because persons know, I think because more persons are becoming ill, that everybody sees their illness and their time of being ill as the only individual who needs help at the given point in time. Also, we find out that we have our nurses who are evolving more. Persons used to stay a little longer within the country before they migrate. Because I remember when I wanted to do midwifery in 1993, I had to wait from 1990 a long time until some persons had left, and so a space became available. Now you find out that our nurses are moving through the system at a faster rate.
Yeah.
And so by the time you get used to one set of colleagues, you have to learn how to treat with the other set of colleagues these days.
So let me ask you, Ms. Carmen, do you find that the field, the profession, is as sought after as it used to be? Do we have a lot of young men and women who want to become nurses?
Yes, we have more young women and men who want to become nurses. I remember during my time, we had only about 3 male nurses. And then throughout the years, we have increased the number of males who are joining nursing. And what I realized also is that we have more younger men who are joining nursing now, because during my younger to middle age years in nursing, you had those who were in their 30s and so on coming into nursing, but now you have the younger ones who are leaving school and they are joining nursing.
Yeah, but
and
they
younger
don't.
persons who are coming in.
But they don't stay as long. So let me ask you how.
The males stay long, the males stay long.
Oh, that's interesting.
The thing is that they don't. Most of them don't stay at the bedside. So you find out that they are nurse practitioners, mental health practitioners, or they go into education, but the males usually stay long.
That's an interesting observation. How are you all doing in this time of COVID, Nurse Carmen? How's it going? How's your mental health? How are you guys doing physically? This is a rough time for you. How do you feel? Do you feel like Jamaica is supporting you? Do you feel like you have what you need?
We are coping much better than when we had just started out in the first 2 months. Many of the nurses have now acclimatize themselves to the condition, having understand more about it. Though, COVID-19 is evolving every day, you're learning new things. But more persons are understanding more about it, and so they are more prepared to participate and to be a part of it. You find out that when some of our nurses had started care for the patients, then some of us were afraid of them also. But there are no much more, my colleagues across the country tell that persons are much more now kinder to them. They are much more receptive of them when they are moved back into their regular areas to work with them, and they are more supportive. And we are coping. Corporate Jamaica has been very good to us. And as I said to my nurses, if we had everything being equal as they were early last year and last year this time, maybe the attention that has been given to us as healthcare workers would not have been there this year. But we find that more Jamaicans out of our regular partners have come on board to support us and have been reaching out to our nurses and our other healthcare workers. And so we are feeling that kind of support behind us. And because of that, many of my nurses will tell that they feel the energy to continue to go because Jamaicans appear to be more appreciative of the work that they are doing and recognize the importance of their job. And so that has propelled them to continue to want to stand at this fight and to ensure that we are doing all that we can for the populace. Our hope is that the populace will work with us while we come out. They will seek to do the right thing, so that the system doesn't get overwhelmed where we can't care for each individual patient that come into the facility.
What about the issue of discrimination that was being faced on the taxis, on public transport? Are you getting love from members of the public? You talk about corporate Jamaica, but what about members of the public? Are you being embraced, or are you still having issues in certain areas there?
Over time, that has improved significantly, but you have some areas, Manchester being one of them, that most of my members tend to complain more of the discrimination.
Interesting.
But you find out that more persons have warm up to them, are more receptive to ensure that they get into the taxis to go home and that they are cared for on the road and that they are not going to leave them. But we still have a couple of cases. But nevertheless, I say to my nurses, remain focused, know what you're there for, because you don't want to be de-energized and let down your guard, and then you become susceptible to all that is happening around it, to include COVID. But you want to be focused and you want to remain strong and keep your energy so that you can pass on that positive energy to all our patients.
Absolutely.
Not just those with COVID, but all the other patients who are in the facility.
So tell me what you're going to be doing. How are you going to celebrate the day today?
So today is International Nurses Day. The 12th of May being celebrated as Florence Nightingale's birthday. And this year being the bicentennial of Florence Nightingale, there are big plans across the world that we'll be having to celebrate Florence's Day. But we're not able to. Our theme is Nurses a Voice to Lead, Nursing the World to Health. And so when many of my colleagues say, what a time to have the Year of the Nurse and Midwife, I say to them, this brings us back to what Florence did in 1964 with Florence Scutari.
And for those who don't know, she is the foundational philosopher of modern nursing, Florence Nightingale is.
Right.
Yes.
And so I say to them, we have to now refocus. Florence one was a war that called her to stand brave and a physical war, but now we have the unseen enemy. And so we have to do it. So what we'll be doing today to kind of break that dullness for our members, despite we can't have our usual International Nurses Day celebration at our headquarters, we'll be having a minute scale-down celebration. So we'll be sticking to the 10 in the room, and we will be televising it via Zoom, and we will be live streaming via Facebook and Instagram. And so across the country, our members and our colleagues have set up their spaces in the various institutions where they will join us live, and they too will be having their celebration. So we'll be cutting our cake as usually, so everybody will try and cut their cake also.
Excellent.
And we'll be appreciating everybody. So they'll be able to join us and at least have that time period where they can now feel that things are not all dead for them.
All right, Ms. Carmen.
So just 10:10 will go in and come out so that everybody can get a piece of it.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing with us
so
today. We have to wrap it up.
To all my nurses,
yes,
both those here and abroad, and thanks for all that you have been doing. Continue to do well, continue to be safe, and let us continue to nurse the country back to health.
All right. That was my next question.
And thank you too, and thanks,
what was your message to your nurses? Thank you very much for your leadership. Carmen Johnson, President of the Nurses Association of Jamaica. We thank you so much for all that you continue to do for this nation. After the break, guys, we talk about payouts for the GOJ Care Program. We'll be right back with that on Smile in a minute.